Welcome to Cikal Baca-Baca. Time to read stories for you during the crisis. Nah, waktunya kita baca cerita di rumah kalian masing-masing bersama saya Om Jo. Ya, Furry Tales, a bumper book of 10 favorite animal tales were told and illustrated by Tony Ross. Tony Ross ini terkenal banget teman-teman bukunya dan ilustrasinya khas memang. Selalu seperti ini dan dia memang ceritanya selalu berhasil membuat kita tertawa. Setidaknya untuk murid-murid di Cikal, Surabaya. Oke, saya sudah memilihkan satu buat kalian ya, year 4. Ini sebenarnya nggak hanya untuk year 4 sih, untuk segala umur. Cocok teman-teman, saya aja masih bisa ketawa baca ini. Oke. The Cat and the Fox. One day the fox was walking in the park when he met the most beautiful cat he had ever seen. She was smaller than the fox, but not very much. Her nose was shorter, but not very much. Her tail was thinner, but not very much. All in all, she looked enough like the fox for him to fall in love with her. The cat, however, didn't think much of the fox. She thought that he was a show off, and anyway, she didn't like redheads. Soon the fox found out that where the cat lived, and he hung around every day hoping to see her. Whenever she stepped out of her front door, the fox would spring forward and take her paw and walk with her. The cat was much too polite to tell the fox to get lost. After all, she had a pedigree. The fox liked to talk about himself all the time. "I've got a boat on the river," he said. "Indeed?" "I hate water," smiled the cat. "I drink whiskey with no ice," smirked the fox. "Would you like some?" "Gracious, no," said the cat, smiling. "I prefer milk." "I know 1,001 tricks," giggled the fox. "How many do you know?" The cat struggled to remember her manners and not use rude words with this silly, bushy-tailed nitwit. "How clever," she yawned. "I only know one." No, what's happening in here? Uh, their walk had taken the two animals into the rough part of town, and they ran into a gang of wolves and bad dogs, all stretched out across the pavement. The cat shot up the nearest tree. The fox tried his 1,001 tricks. He tried judo and karate, but the gang just punched his nose. He tried telling jokes, but the gang didn't understand them and boxed his ears. He tried to argue, but the gang wouldn't listen. It was more fun to kick the fox up into the air. Silliest of all, he tried to fight back and bit a bad dog's tail. Enraged, the bad dog swung the fox into the air and slammed him against the pavement. Then, of their game, the nasty gang laughed. The badly battered fox looked up into the tree where the cat sat safely. "So, what's your one trick?" he snarled. "I can climb trees," she purred. Okay, that's one story for today. Do you want more? Let's get one more story for you, just for today, okay? Now, the first story or second one, I think we better have the story about this. Big Barney Bear, based on an Irish folk tale. Okay, these are the where the story was from. Grimm's fairy tale, Irish folk tales from Ireland, and tales from Aesop, some 2,400 years ago, very old stories, and Irish folk tale from Ireland too, and the boy who cried wolf, again from Aesop, 2,400 years ago. Okay, now the big bad Barney Bear is our choice for the next story. Okay, Okay. Big Bad Barney Bear. Boring. Moose was bored, so he decided to go and find a job. Okie dokie, go over there and find yourself a shovel. He found lots of work on the building site. One shovel looked better than the others. This one is just my size. Not that one. That one belongs to Big Bad Barney Bear. So Moose chose it for himself. Gently. Even an insect can work in here, right? Phew! I like the look of that shovel. Who is this Big Bad Barney Bear? What a lovely day. Moose was not happy, but he started to work. He worked hard for an hour until it was time for coffee. You can have one of those cups over there. Barang-barangnya diangkut pakai crane, guys. Nih crane-nya literally a crane, right? Not that one. That one belongs to Big Bad Barney Bear. Phew. This one's just my size. Moose chose the cup that would hold the most coffee, but he had to take a smaller one. Sebel nih guys. Udah milih yang besar, suruh milih yang kecil. Moose was not happy. He took his small cup of coffee and settled in a large comfy chair. Who does this Big Bad Barney Bear think he is? Big Bad Barney Bear sits in the comfy chair. You sit there. I've had enough of this. Dia disuruh pergi dari sofa, guys. But he had to move onto an uncomfortable pile of bricks. Who is this Big Bad Barney Bear? Let me get at him. Moose was not happy. He could take no more. Nggak tahan lagi nih, guys. He's monstrous. He's He's gross. He's abominable. He's fearful. Who is? And the other animals trembled. He's so big and strong he only works one day in a month, but he does more work than all of us put together. The crocodile pointed to a factory that Big Bad Barney Bear had built. Satu orang bisa ngerjakan pekerjaan semua orang dalam 1 bulan. Dan dia kerjain hanya sehari. I'm rough too. Where does this bear live? But Moose was not impressed. He wanted to find the bear. To downtown? To Big Bad Barney Bear. I'll whump him and I'll chump him. And put him in his place. I'll bump him. I'll jump him. I'll dump him once and for all. At daybreak, Moose came across a lonely cottage big enough for a bear. Are you Barney Bear? Yes. He knocked on the door and it was opened by a huge animal. Are you Barney Bear? Yes. Langsung di. With a roar, Moose charged. Skin and teeth flew for in trouser buttons. Whew. Stop. Ooh. Ouch. Oof. Big Bad Barney Bear isn't so rough. Until at last Moose was the winner. Look at the muzzles. Big Bad Barney Bear. The bear was bruised and baffled. Big bad Barney Bear. I'm only little Barney Bear, and didn't seem to understand. Why? That's Big Bad Barney Bear. The end. That's the end for today, guys. I hope you enjoy the story and see you next week for the next story. Okay, bye. Thank you.